Well, we're going to first head to Grand Junction to do 3 days of training at MotoDiscovery. Just learning some basics and then getting out and maybe attacking some more specific skill sets. And then we're going to come back into Moab and spend the next, 5 days trekking around different parts of Moab, checking out different trails.
We've been to Moab many times before on mountain bikes, and it's just one of my favorite places in the world to go mountain biking, but never visited with motos, so pretty excited to see the trails from a different perspective.
We are in Idaho. After driving till around midnight last night, we parked the van in the trailer at the border, then through Idaho down into Utah, and then over to Grand Junction, Colorado, where the real adventure begins.
Good morning. We are here at MotoDiscovery in Grand Junction. Yeah, we're gonna spend the next 3 days learning how to ride and up our skill level in dual sport riding. So pretty excited for the next few days.
We are here at MotoDiscovery. Looking forward to getting out and going for a ride. We are here in Grand Junction, Colorado, on our way out to some training. Beth, how do you feel?
You know, normal first beginning of the day jitters. Not really knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Day 4 of our adventures here in the Southwest, Utah and Colorado. I just dropped the van off in Moab after a great few days of training in Grand Junction. Beth and the rest of the team have ridden from Grand Junction to a campsite up here, and I, because of our schedule and want to exit via Moab rather than having to go out all the way via Grand Junction, I drove around and am now biking along the highway in order to catch back up with Beth and the rest of the group. But it's definitely different weather than I'm used to seeing here in Moab. It's been raining, and it's kind of drizzling now. It rained a bit on me a minute or two ago, and going through some storm cells here. It has been on and off raining very, very hard. Should be close to a campsite down here. Whoop whoop! Yeah, right on.
Day 2 of our backcountry trip here in Moab after training, and the sun is finally out after a rainy day yesterday and a very dewy morning this morning. Stuff is finally drying out, and look forward to doing some more fun adventure riding.
We are headed to Hurrah Point.
Hurrah Pass.
Hurrah Pass.
Hurrah!
to Onion Creek Trail and then hopefully get up to the LaSalle Loop Road.
Here we are, Onion Creek Valley Road, something. Running along Onion Creek, and we'll be crossing it a number of times, I'm told. I just love that they're all like easy and straightforward. You're just like brap. Climbed up out of the Castle Valley, and I don't know if we're on the Onion Creek Road anymore. We're on some other road, but headed towards Moab, Sand Flats, and we're up here, kind of in the high alpine junipers up here. It's really, really cool. The change in shrubbery. What do you think, Beth? There's been some challenging spots.
There are some challenging
Some pretty steep climbs.
Some crazy steep ups and then downs. And
So pretty though, man. And now we've transitioned from juniper high desert to pine desert
your favorite kind.
up here in the mountains, the LaSalles. Look at this, we are into the snow zone.
We are.
So cool. We're into the aspen forests here. And here we are at the pass, some 7,500 or 8,000 feet.
And dinosaur tracks. There was kind of a small dinosaur, and even though it looks like the dinosaur walked off the cliff, it didn't actually, because when the dinosaur was here, there wasn't a cliff. This was all on one level.
So that was a small dinosaur print.
Yes.
So a little bit bigger than you.
A little bit, probably.
What do you think, B?
This is gorgeous. Hello, Porcupine Rim.
On our way to camp for our second night out in the field in Moab, just north of Moab. We're out in the Sovereign Trail system, just cruising along on Dalton Wells Road.
Yeah, that's it.
Good morning. Our third day on the road. Day 3 of our little adventure, riding through Moab with the Moto crew. And it's finally a beautiful morning. Not a cloud to be seen. And looking forward to an exciting day.
Beautiful, kind of flowy, rocky terrain on the White Rim Trail.
It's the last morning on the trail for us. The Moscow Moto crew will continue, but we have to get back to work.
Headed home.
So packing up the tent and yeah, gonna make a cruise back into Moab. Yeah. That was exciting. Did you burn yourself?
No. I was worried about that though.
Me too. I guess that's why they say not to fill it past that line.
Probably. But it's just water. Which is nice. It wasn't like it was goopy, sticky stuff.
So at an unexpected turn of events, on our way home from Moab, the rear driver's side wheel of our van has fallen off. Don't ask me why, I don't know. And it sheared off all the bolts. As it fell off, went screaming across the freeway. We are kind of in the middle of nowhere, 100 miles from Boise, about 40 miles from Twin Falls on Interstate 84 in Idaho. And towing the trailer with the motos, and have been on hold with Geico roadside assistance for an hour, and they have been unable to help us. So, things are pretty exciting. We are still on the side of the road. It's been about an hour and a half now.
At least.
Maybe 2 hours. We were on the phone with Geico trying to get them to send us a tow truck as part of the roadside assistance program. After an hour and a half on the phone, they decided they couldn't actually help us. But a lovely state trooper came by and gave us a list of tow companies to call. Beth called the first one on the list, and they said they're sending someone out right away.
We're in the tow truck. We got the Sprinter loaded up. We got the trailer on the back. Thought we were going to be able to get to Boise by about 1:30 in the morning. And now the tow truck has broken down. Still waiting for another tow truck to come and bail out this tow truck. In other words, the saga continues. Tow truck 1, and now tow truck 2. The
provide relief for tow truck 1.
It wasn't enough just having our tow truck break down at 1 in the morning. The replacement truck showed up by 2 but couldn't haul our trailer. The options were leave the trailer and the bikes on the side of the road, call a new tow company, or phone a friend. Fortunately, we have really nice friends in Boise who were willing to drive an hour each way in the middle of the night to rescue us and our trailer. The van got hauled to Firestone in Boise, and we got safely delivered to a comfy bed, arriving just in time for sunrise.
The wheel fell off, sheared the lug nuts. That looks not good.
Once we were back in civilization and got a bit of sleep, we figured this saga would be over with a few parts and a few hours of labor. But it didn't end there. Turns out parts are hard to come by in Boise, and Mercedes of Boise is basically dysfunctional. After a week of promised next day parts, it turned out they didn't even have half of them in stock and were looking to get the rest from Germany, a few weeks out in shipping. This included not having parts for the parking brake and, of all things, wheel lug bolts. Well, they said they were going to deliver 3 lug bolts. They only delivered 2. So we're quite a bit short of a full set of 6, but we found EM Motors, which does custom build Sprinter vans. You can see there's a whole bunch of beautiful new Sprinter vans. They're totally all done out for camper van style, super cool out here. And of course they take off stock wheels all the time, and they had just tons of wheel bolts. Now we're off to Firestone to see if these work, but they measure right and they look right, and we hope that they're actually right.
And it's like, I can't fix it right.
Yep, all
Yeah,
good.
You've got to get going, and I totally understand.
New rotor and a new
backing
plate, backing plate.
brand new.
Okay.
We are on our way home back to Hood River. So, should be home before dark after a week of waiting for parts to come in from Mercedes and Boise. But again, thanks to the folks at Firestone and EM Motors, we are back on the road, and so hopefully we can call this adventure good for the time being, and see you on the next one.